JP playing the Tiger, it seems like against the Fanny, against the Kufra as well. Yeah, JP's ready.
He truly is. And remember, with Cho on Sanford, this is one of his high priority heroes, right? We've seen him perform on this. The fact that he's going to be able to clear a lot quicker than the Terizla, the fact that he's going to be able to roam a lot faster than the Terizla, expect them to be able to hold control in the early game if things go as planned. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen, our first game in this best of 7 in the grand finals of the Snapdragon Pro Series. Boys, I'm going to let you take us through this game.
Land of Dawn, here we go. Game 1. Who will strike first in the grand finals? Will it be the champions of M4 or will it be the champions of M5? Expect a lot of aggressive maneuvers from Tlphecho here on this Fanny, especially early on.
I mean, let's see whether or not they can find these openings, right? Fcap has been known to adapt against their opponents, while Tlphecho has been investing a lot in this early game. If it really does go the distance, I will be concerned for Tlphecho for sure in this matchup. This is our very first game of this best of 7 series. Let's see how they're going to play it out. But first, the emblems.
Oh, emblem-wise here, let's see here. You know, yeah, I mean, the talents, they're quite conventional as well as the big emblems here. Sanford rocking the concussive blast like yesterday. Sanji Impurage as well. Meanwhile, for the junglers here, Tlphecho, yeah, very aggressive. Lethal Ignition is the way to go.
Yep, Tlphecho is ending up towards the gold side, and BennyQT wants to dominate this early game as much as possible, right? He's stacking up this wave, but he also has the Master Assassin. He might just find first blood here, but Ogwin trying to turn. Good sidestep from BennyQT's side. Disengaging, allowing Super Marco to get a reset, but no. There's too big of a wave. He can't afford to lose this. He's going to have Ogwin babysit him here just in case.
Yeah, I mean, that's a trade won by Benny. And let's see, Julian is in the fray as well.
Oh, here comes Tlphecho looking for an opportunity with the enhanced sights. He's already chunked out Ogwin, but now left out in the open. This is the window we were talking about. First blood not achieved. Tlphecho walks away. Regenerate keeps him alive.
Man, the coordination there, the communication was shown by not just Team Liquid, but Falcons Fcapbran. Tlphecho jumped in time almost, but yeah, that first blood wasn't available for Falcons Fcapbran just yet. Turtle now is up. Let's see, will this Fanny contest? I doubt this, so Team Liquid, they should have a better and proper setup for this Turtle take.
Well, I mean, purple buff will be achieved by the Fanny. It looks like Kyle is going to head to the top side, but Fcap need to put some pressure here. Already waiting for an opportunity to drop the Dominator's Descent. As we do see that Sanji uses the IMU to drop his own. With this being said, Ogwin charging up. Penalty zone coming up for Tlphecho. Oh, for that opportunity, and maybe his steal. Implosion comes through to stop them even going even further, but Sanji finds the turtle. They're on the run, and Kyle is looking to trade. Kyle finds one with the help of the Lethal Ignition, and Sanji disengages the rest of his team. Whoa, getting real dangerous here. Super Marco coming in for a second wave down by mid-side, but instantly getting chunked out. Ogwin still alive, gets his passive off in time as Carl's getting chunked down, and Super Marco finds the kill. Looking for a second, pops his all with the light wheels, and Sanford here. Oh wait, hold on. An early Purify costs him his life as we see Kyle and a trade from BennyQT. Both sides refusing to give up anything. Kyle doesn't have enough energy, leaving Tlphecho all by himself for a double kill on BennyQT. No, Few, don't be the next one to fall. Sanji's auto attack catches him as well.
It's action-packed, it's brawly, it's scattered. Falcons Fcapbran and Team Liquid going at it early. 3 kills towards Falcons Fcapbran, 4 kills towards Team Liquid. Sanji.
Well, he gets a cutthroat. He's just auto-attacking him down, and Ogwin says, alley-oop. You know what? Never mind. I'm going to take the kill on top of it.
Team Liquid, though, even though they have a kill, they lost Sanji earlier. They got the newt. Falcons Fcapbran, it's very scattery, right? It's even, I think, from that fight. It's quite even, though Team Liquid has a slight economy lead. It's still anybody's game. It's Sanford here already. Very aggressive in the mud. Bush looking for an opening, knowing that most spells from both teams, rather, are spent.
I mean, so far, we're seeing that Falcons Tlphecho is addressing this early game by trading actively against their opponents. Sanford is doing a very good job, but Flapteezy is just cleaning up the lane, trying to minimize his interactions against this Cho in the earlier stages. But with 13 seconds left, let's see where Tlphecho is going to try and find and extend this economy lead as Carl tries to invade, but Flap and Kyle say no.
Okay, for Falcons Tlphecho rotation-wise, yeah, take a look at the top lane. Super Marco alone, but even so, JP does not commit any flicker, not commit any movement, but turtle take here.
Oh, they're waiting for... Oh, there we go. The way of the dragon on towards Flapteezy's side. Oh, it stops Sanford from getting a clean engage, and Carl Teasy will find the turtle as Kyle might just kill Sanji here. As he returned, he walks away luckily. Kyle just doesn't have enough damage just yet. Nicely done by Sanji.
Yeah, Bloodwigs already for Carl. That's extra shield. You can see. Oh, flicker!
Oh, Penalty Zone catches two. Carl's trying to get on out of there as Kyle gets back into the mix. They find Sanford, now looking for a second. They dive underneath the turret. And no, Kyle, he misses it, but they still secure the kill onto Carl CZ. A double for Flap, and this should also equate to a tier 1 unless Few finds Sanji. Ah, yes, he does with the Mind Eater.
The read, the play, and now the first structure in the game will fall as well. Surely, maybe next wave. But Team Liquid, they weren't able to defend. They weren't able to judge. Oh, Flicker Implosion.
Flicker Implosion on towards Kyle. Oh, onto Kyle's side. Owen countering game is forcing Benny to flicker out of there. JP's all by himself, and now with the Dominator's descent, there's nowhere to run as Few picks up another.
That's a slight over commit move there from Team Liquid. It was only 2 members around that area, and they commit a big fight. And of course, Falcons Tlphecho, they will commit JP and punish him for it. So yeah, Falcons Tlphecho now, they have established a 2,000 gold here in the first 6 minutes. How easy.
Oh, he's still trying. Even with the Blood Wings, still he's getting chunked out heavily, but luckily he's not giving that kill over to Kyle, unable to make him snowball harder than he already is. He's 1-0-5 so far, but Carl Teasy needs the power farm to maintain this EXP. The levels relatively equal.
You're looking for the flanks.
Oh, wait, hold on. The knock up on towards Owen. He can't seem to get on out of here. He needs a disengage, but it looks like Falcons Tlphecho give the kill over as Sanji is getting attacked in that mid lane. Kyle is chunking them out, but he can't seem to find the finish.
Yeah, it's twice now that Falcons Tlphecho, they target Sanji in that mid, but twice Sanji dodged a big bullet as well. So things are still okay for Team Liquid, but Falcons Tlphecho, they might take this blast turtle and maybe snowball from then and there. Team Liquid, they do not want to give it for free.
Yep, they got to deal with this Nightmaric spawn every single time, and Few is going to keep poking them out whenever they try and take the space. Mid is shoved in, the tier 1s on top and bottom already collapse in Tlphecho. They still think they have an opportunity. Now we'll see. Sanford with dodges for the shrimp post for now, but we haven't seen the big set just yet. He hasn't seen the angle as Kyle will go for a quick recall after his purple.
Yeah, both teams, they will not rush this last turtle immediately. There's a potential that this turtle might be allured later on, but Fcap here looking for a better setup. Carl TZ and Carl TZ here. Looking at the levels, Carl TZ is slightly ahead, so in that sense, Team Liquid has an advantage.
With this, Ogwen charging up, tries to look for anybody, doesn't connect. The IMU's Dominator's Descent, Flicker Implosion finds one, taking out the Nightmaric spawn. Flapteezy quickly tries to disengage, ends up dying to Carl, knocks up two. Supermarket and Ogwen forced to back away. They gotta get rid of this Nightmaric spawn. They can't afford to get poked anymore. It's Ogwen looking for another opportunity to re-engage, flickers forward, and does find it! It's going to be a lockdown onto Sanford. He's down, Ogwen picks up the kill, and Benny QT looking to trade as the backline, dies out. Flapteezy does take that turtle, but now it's just the both of them, and they find it! Benny QT with a double kill!
It's a 3-4-2, and the Newt falls to the side of Team Liquid. What an execution there. Carl TZ, though, now disturbed by Carl TZ, but still manages to find the orange.
He's trying to sustain with his empowered auto attacks and calls Benny QT to his side. He just goes to show you can't mess with this Roger just yet. Kyle has no defensive items against that Lycan Pounce.
A lot of action already here, Gideon. Mid-game that we saw a lot of glimmering moments for both of the junglers here. Carl TZ perhaps looking for a better opening, but Ogwen forces Sanji to use that Purify. Yeah. So now, 9 minutes in, Again, it's still very even.
Yep, they're calling for a tech pause here. Looks like something is up, unfortunately. But in the meantime, it does give us a little bit of time to actually talk about the way this game is being played. Because again, usually you would expect that FCap would take their time with a lot of these situations, but no, they're actually going toe-to-toe, matching the tempo against Tlphecho, and their answer is, hey, if you're going to take a kill from us, we just have to take a kill back.
Yeah, it's a very reactive moment or reactive approach from the side of FCAP, right? We thought that with Fanny, you would want to play the cross map, you would want to pressure Benny in this case more, but then again, maybe because it's on Roger, it's very mobile. You know what? Let's take a chance. Let's have a setup on towards the turtle, and you saw 3 times technically that Fcapbran, they wanted to contest this turtle, though Team Liquid, they managed to take all 3.
They've taken all 3, and then when I'm looking at this gold list, currently BennyQT, currently the highest GPM as of right now with 7,000 gold in his pocket. And looking at the item list at the same time, right? BennyQT is opting maybe to go into the Blade of Despair. I don't know if he's going to get really greedy with it, but I see 2 Legion swords, so we'll see what the final build is going to be.
That's very scary here. And yeah, he is still deathless here from BennyQT. So maybe that's going to be the next target for Fcapbran to, let's go and have a run towards Benny. He's not on a Purify, so he can be caught by Ogwen. It's just a matter of timing and positioning.
Yeah, it really is. BennyQT going to get a push on the bottom side with the coverage of JP. They should be able to chunk down this bot tier 1, get some structures back against Falcon's AP Bren. They're holding a very minor gold lead so far.
Yeah, it's still anybody's game here. 10 minutes in. Super Marco, you know what? He died twice, but looking at the gold, he still needs catching up to do. One more item though to hit that power spike from Super Marco so that carry can be really online. He has the corrosion golden staff. He is working on towards that last holy trinity. So maybe after that, Super Marco will be more active, will be more in your face in Team Liquid's formation.
Yeah, but oh, wait, the kick coming in from Sapper on towards Flapteezy side. The engage is good. The chain CC allows Flapteezy to actually hop on out. They didn't commit more than that. JP didn't want to use his implosion just yet, saving some time. But at the same time, Fcapbran, because Flapteezy ends up surviving, it's just a flicker for flicker trade.
Yeah, no casualty from that opening there by Sanford. That's info though, no flicker on that Cho, and no way of dragon for a couple of seconds. Let's see, Fcapbran, can they exploit this resource wasted from Team Liquid side?
Oh, I'm not going to fall for these nuts joke here, but Sanford once again getting another kick towards Ogun, forcing him to flicker too. And JP finds 3 with the opponent, and he's going to try and push them back. BennyQT finds Ogun, Carl Sanford, and now with the ad swords, Carl is able to get out of there too. BennyQT disengages and is trying to look for this 1v1 against Super Marco, but nah, they disengage entirely.
That recovery, right, JP? Flicker implosion, but Flapteezy was clutch with the penalty zone, zoning out members, and oh, the TZ brothers going at it here. They are both A-okay.
Carl still making sure that he's just slowly using his abilities, thinking about the toolbox that Julian actually has, and making sure that he has enhanced swords available to get him out of these tight situations. But now, considering the amount of time that they spent dancing around this lane, looking for these big picks, Tlphecho are going to start blitzing it down. Taking their time with this. There's Ogwen, he jumps forward, hitting the front line only, getting JP blocking it. Flapteezy secures the Lord as they're trying to back out of this. Penalty zone is through, and Flap actually securing the kill on towards JP. Tlphecho are happy with this, trading 1 for a Lord. We'll take it, but now we want more. Few gets absolutely mauled it down by BennyQT, who's taking him and flickers forward. He's already got a double, almost a triple as Carl-TZ secures that final kill.
Oh, you snooze, you lose. Fcapbran, they lost the Lord, but they somehow snooze in front of the formation of Team Liquid, and Team Liquid, they will be happy to take Super Marco down.
Oh, and Main is Sanford. He tries to make the
Purified.
play. The angle's not good. The tower should take him out. Super Marco finds it. Kyle jumps back in to look for something back, but nah. Sanji says, stay back. Shadow Strike to keep you at bay. You will not get past me.
Yeah, with the Lord here not even touching the base turret, already 5,000 gold lead or advantage from that Lord. Team Liquid, BH, they were shaky in the earlier on, right, in the early game, but yeah, they have recovered now, entering almost the late game even. Team Liquid has a better stance. Though Fcapbran with Super Marco, yeah, things can definitely switch around.
Now, I'm looking at the item list right now, and Carl TZ, he's already got his 2 big items, right? He's got the Holy Crystal, also, he's also got his first item, Blood Wings. On top of that, he does have Feather of Heaven, so he was opting to play, hey, I just need to survive and not let Kyle actually pick me off in these types of difficult situations. But now that I've got the magic damage to start melting down the squishies onto... Wait, hold on. Sanford poking the bear here as Carl TZ gets hit, locked against the wall. Penalties don't have to follow up here. Carl TZ needs to get out, and Hand Sword gets him up. But the Dominator's Descent says, no, we are going to slow you down. Trying to pull on backwards. JP in a lot of trouble. Forced to flicker out of there as Sanji covers his escape.
Man, that Symphony, right? Ogwin jumping in. Penalty zone follow-up. Oh, Benny.
Oh, he doesn't have all. Benny is trying to run him down. And he finds one as Kyle is able to take the trade backwards. Super Marco gets a free hit the front.
1 for 4 in Fcapbran. They have taken down the mid tier 1 and tier 2 soon after. Team Liquid, what happened there? The foundation, they lost one member earlier on, but then they re-engage. That was kind of awkward in the communication maybe, but Fcapbran, what recovery, right? They managed to turn the Ogwen setup there with Flapteasy, and then they turn it around and even take down Benny QT in the process.
Just weaving through the members of Tlphecho and got right on top of Carl TZ. It just goes to show, right? If you have a clean execution, there's basically no counterplay towards it, considering that these are the 2 best teams in the world.
Again, it's still a standoff here. Lord will be the main priority now. Well, both junglers level 15. It's just a matter of setup. Looking at the far lane here, for now, it's still in favor of Fcapbran. Will they play around it with it, or will Team Liquid be able to neutralize that far lane problem? Setup-wise, Fcapbran 60-40.
18-13 is the current kill score, and Fcapbran recover from the initial blunder that they had with a team fight earlier, replying and saying, hey, Liquid, you better be careful. If you mess up, we will punish you just as hard, right? I think that's like, what, about a 4,000 gold swing in favor of Fcapbran recovering from the damage from that fight from Tlphecho?
Around, more or less, right? Because now Fcapbran, they have the economy, and they also have the bottom side. So yeah, now Cal TV shows what will Team Liquid do? Nothing. They have no time. Even though Fanny showed up bot side, it seems like they can't pull the trigger.
What a feint here by Tlphecho. It forces out some movements coming out from the side of Team Liquid as Fcapbran look to regroup around this Lord. Ogwen charging up, hits Sanford for now, locks him down in place, but no follow-up just yet. They're not the main targets, they're just the front line. As Sanji getting some good damage onto Flapteasy for now. Both sides back away as the standoff continues.
Fcapbran still playing it slow. They know they have that slight economy advantage. They do not want to rush into a fight. They do not want to rush into a commitment on towards the Lord take. And Team Liquid, they understand that they are behind in the far lane. So yeah, they're also taking it quite slow here. Waiting for information. Sanji though, that's info. No DG.
And now, they're trying to slowly take the Lord, trying to get a movement out of Falcon's AP. They see, wait, the conceal coming out from Falcons. They're looking for a jump here. Ogwen gonna take control over the brush. Looking for anybody to overextend. Tlphecho just waited out patiently. Nightmare spawn to zone out JP. He's forced to walk through it as Sanford is gonna kick Ogwen right back into the middle of the team. Implosion to slow down Super Marco as they jump into the middle of the fight. Kyle TZ cuts right through, gets Sanford, and the next to fall is JP as Super Marco melts his max HP down.
Man, what an execution there. It was, again, Team Liquid opening the fight up, but the recovery from Fcap was just too good. Sanji providing vision here. Fcap, do they realize that there is a steal potential from Sanji.
It's going to be a difficult feint here. Sanji can't bluff the fact that 2 of his members are down, and Kyle decides, you know what? I don't even need retribution. Just zone him out. As Benny QT and Carl can't seem to get into that fight thanks to the Nightmaric spawn. That's going to be secured, Lord, for Falcons AP-Bred.
Another impeccable decision-making by FCAP. And now they have the Lord 18 minutes in. Let's see Team Liquid. They have the artillery to defend this. All they need to do right now is just keep members alive. Maybe turtle their base, wait for the Lord to march in towards their side, because Super Marco, he's active, man. He has Rose Gold and Wind of Nature, so that extra security for the magic and physical damage as well.
And I'm looking at Benny QT's build. He went after the Blade of Despair, finished off his GDS on top of the Haas Claw. He wants to take his time in these types of fights. JP, getting chunked out again, forced the dash on out of there. The rest of the team needs to deal with this Lord, but the side lanes are getting shoved in. That's another inhibitor for the side of Falcons AP-Bren, and then they back away. They have to wait for the second wave of Lord-empowered minions.
Yeah, I think Falcons AP-Bren, they realize, yeah, okay, Team Liquid, you want to turtle your base, so let's just take your inhibitors, right? Bottom taken care of. Yeah, let's just wait for the Tango play again later on. But yeah, 20 minutes in now. Will they force this base turret top lane? It's weak. Team Liquid, do they have enough to defend?
Let's find out. Ovid, he's not going to pull the trigger just yet. Doesn't want to do anything so far. That bouncing ball stopping Sanford, jumping towards that back line. Again, there's just so much zone control coming up from Falcons AP-Bren. That's why we see Team Liquid push and pull consistently against them to find some window or at least the hole in their front line.
Yeah, let's talk about Kyle T's itemization as well, right? I mean, he opted for that Queen's Wings, extra damage reduction. So when he comes in or when he's low, he's not that juicy, squishy target in the front lines.
Yeah, he really isn't. And at the same time, because he's 6-0-8, you would imagine that he would go for a greedier build than like one-shot Carl TZ to one-shot Sanji even, but it looks like the Bloodwings shield has been very, very fruitful for the side of Team Liquid PH. But look at this, right? We're seeing that Falcons AP-Bren completely disengage off of trying to go for the end. They can wait for one more Lord. They really don't have to rush things.
And I think Falcons AP-Bren, they understand that they're maybe somehow baiting Team Liquid to take the minions bottom side, right? That's why Ogwin and Super Marco is in that area as well, just in case. But okay, they don't take the bait. We'll back off and let's focus on the Lord. Team Liquid, is it do or die in this situation? Is it important for them to contest, or can they tank this one out again?
I don't think their high ground defense is that great. They're a very mid to short range comp, right? And even Benny QT, he wants to dive super hard against Falcons AP-Bren. So they gotta figure out a way to actually chop down on this Nightmaric spawn before they drop the Dominator's Descent. Speaking of which, how finding him forcing out that Purify. Dominator's Descent to keep him alive. 2 lockdown against the one thanks to Ogwin. And Sanford, he's down, loses his immortality as Benny QT 1v1s the Fanny on the side. Sanford manages to walk away, burning down because of the glowing wand. But Sanji and JP working in tandem to push the aggression away. They find the kill onto one Few's side. They walk away as Benny QT tries to roll with a GDS immortality purchase to keep him alive, but he's still getting looked upon by Flap Tees. He gets hit by the Executioner's Strike, and Carl all by himself finds one. Doesn't have the cooldowns for a second. Zapster tries to save the day. He's going to kick Super Marco into the penalty zone, but thank God he has the Winds of Nature. A double kill for Ogwin and a clean team fight from Falcons AP-Bren.
That fight might be enough for Falcons AP-Bren to lead this series. Team Liquid, they're still down and out. Yeah, there will be not enough time. Falcons AP-Bren, they will take game 1.
That's a great game 1, a good showing between 2 of our top competitors here at the Snapdragon Pro Series. Too much early game focus for the side of TLPH, and again, one of the best team fighting teams in the world, Falcons AP-Bren.